Combat Night!
Somebody else's town where they're going to be booing you and not rooting for you.
Exactly, definitely, especially when it comes to this pro and amateur card that Combat Night has here. It gives fighters the opportunity, whether you're, down in Miami, you're not going to fight all your fights in Miami. Sometimes you might have to, take a drive up to Orlando or Tallahassee or right here in Jacksonville. But it allows those fighters to get that experience of cutting weight on the road. Oh, man, I'm in a brand new city. Where can I find a sauna? Different things like that helps you prepare when you finally turn pro.
Here we go.
Got Robert Massalene in the blue corner and Dennis Maldonado in the red.
Robert is just a little tank.
Yeah. Reach advantage here for Dennis Maldonado. We'll see if he can use it effectively.
Yeah, Robert
like he's trying to put that into the game plan. Use his reach.
Yeah, we've seen Robert in the Combatagon fight as heavy as 185. So him now making his pro debut at 155. Let's see if he brings that power down here to the lighter divisions.
And it looks like he is.
And he looks good. Boy's a tank.
I would like to see him put a little bit more pressure, though.
Yeah.
He's not gonna get too much done sitting on the outside against the
longer
opponent,
guy.
Longer guy.
Yeah.
They're just getting warmed up, so let's see what happens from here. I like to see Dennis put pressure him, though. Make him nervous. Let's push that pace. Let's use that length. Put that jab on him.
Yeah, Robert's going to have to close the space to hit him.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, especially Dennis being the taller, longer fighter. He needs to establish that jab. Make Robert fear that jab as he's got to, bob and weave his head through to be able to touch Dennis.
But they both taking their time. They both look comfortable, Robert, for just being 1-0, he looks super comfortable in there, like he's just taking his time.
Yeah, that's one thing about these pro cards. It's 3 5-minute rounds. So essentially 2 rounds at a pro fight is a whole, MMA fight with those 3 3-minute rounds. Those things can come and go quick. But here at the pro level, you're able to, ease into it, feel each other out.
Of course. But, now you got more time to work. You got more time to learn. And I think that's what Robert's doing right now. I think he's just downloading data, trying to figure out Maldonado. But this is when Maldonado gotta use this time and taking it to his advantage and start trying to push the pace while he's trying to download data and gauge the distance. You obviously know you got the longer reach. Why not try to implement that game and put it on him?
Yeah, I think both fighters in there, Dennis knows that one punch landed by Robert Massalene, and that's lights out. So Dennis Maldonado is doing a good job here of establishing control of the center of the Combatagon, but still being cautious, just keeping him at bay with that long jab.
True.
But now as we're halfway through this first round, now this is when, you'll start to see the tables type turn. Those fighters in there get maybe a little bit antsy or restless, and now they're going to start, just throwing things to the wind and start to pick it up, start to test each other's chin here. Let's see who really can throw down. There it is, and off of that kick, Robert tested him. As he started to blitz in a little bit, all Dennis did was just back straight up. If I'm in the corner of Robert Massalene, I'm telling him, hey, man, hit that blitz again. All he wants to do is just back up. He's scared of your power.
Yeah.
Especially Robert being the shorter fighter.
I just feel like they're both playing real defensively right now.
Yeah, they're a little bit timid. And that's to be expected here with your debut or your first pro fight. There's no shin guards here. Got those little gloves on. But now it's time to turn it up. You got about a minute left in this first round here.
Somebody got to take this round. Whoever can finish out this last little minute and make an impression on the judges can take this round.
Yeah, because this first round is up for anybody.
Yeah.
No one fighter here has, to me, in my opinion, has clearly walked away with this round yet. And it's a minute left. It seems like they're trying to hit like mirror shadow boxing in a sense here.
Yeah,
they need to get a little bit closer to touch each other's chin.
A lot of kicks from Robert.
Yeah. Being the shorter guy, he got to put them to the legs at least.
Yeah, see, that just That hook right there put Dennis on his heels.
There they go. They both touched each other. Oh, they both rocked each other. They both felt that.
Now it's about who's gonna do it. Who's gonna do it again?
Come out, in the second round.
Who's gonna do it the second time? I believe whoever does it the second time wins the fight now. Cause now they both look like.
Yeah, so now they
felt
each other's. They felt a little bit of each other's power there.
Yeah.
There we go, the second round. I like to see Robert fight with a little bit more urgency, being the fact that the whole first round he was back against the cage, you know. I believe if he was to put a little pressure on him, he'll even out the fight.
Yeah, even Dennis Maldonado, both of them just landed 1 or 2 punches apiece. The fact that Dennis Maldonado has the center of the combatant gun there, the judges may just rule that first round to him, just off of just pure control.
He's taking control.
And we did see Robert fall.
Yeah, that as well.
Yeah, that one fall alone basically gave Dennis Maldonado the round.
Yeah.
Even though I think he got hit equally as hard, he just didn't fall down.
Yeah.
They both definitely felt it. I would like to see them put a little more action into it.
Even if he just wants to touch him and get out of there, as soon as he's got his back up against the cage, do it.
Yeah, throw a little combination, back out, take your time. When you're pushing the pace like this, it's only one place your opponent could go to, and that's forward, you know? So if you go push him against the cage and put a couple punches on him and then back up, you should be in the clear.
Yeah, I wonder as to what attributes to the hesitancy of Robert. It just hit me. I didn't notice that both of these fighters here are southpaw. So maybe if you're in the gym where 90% of your training partners are orthodox, Robert in his gym, he may be used to having the advantage with that outside step. But now for the first time, he's having to go up against a fellow southpaw individual. And it seems like it may be playing a little bit with his stance and his motion here where he's able to move.
And that's a good thing you pointed out. I didn't even notice that until you said that. Being an I'm a southpaw.
Just look regular.
When I go against southpaw opponents, I train for everything, so it's normal to me. But it is kind of awkward facing. It's like you're mirroring yourself, you know. So it is kind of awkward. But the good thing is about fighting a southpaw is that you both equally matched. You know, it's not like your power hand against another power hand.
Exactly.
Maldonado figuring out a little bit more with the range. Touched Robert a few more times.
Each bunch, each jab, he's getting a little bit closer there.
And Robert has no choice but to step into the firing zone.
Yeah, they have
to make contact.
Yeah, no. If you want to hit somebody, you're gonna have to risk getting hit yourself. That's just a part of the fight game.
Yeah, it is. You see a lot of these fighters, as soon as they get hit, they don't want to fight no more. But unfortunately, in the fight, you're gonna get hit.
Exactly. You hear a little bit of the crowd here getting restless now. They want to see some action.
Hey, this is not amateur. This is
pro.
Pro. They got time to work.
And not only that, for Dennis, you're in your city. You know, you want to give him a show. So I'd like to see him step it up a little bit.
And these stick.
Yeah. I feel like he's just doing enough just to win, like, you know.
But if I'm Dennis, man, I want to keep my hands a little bit higher. Who knows, if Robert just decides to blitz in or just bite down his mouthpiece and get a single ounce of momentum or a single ounce of courage forward, just like that, just one hand has to land for Robert here, and I think he knows that. So if I'm Dennis's point, I'm telling him, man, keep your hands up a little bit higher, please.
I think Robert's going to have to risk that.
He has to. He's going to have to earn some type of respect, you know. His back been on the cage the whole fight. In order to get respect, you got to earn it.
And I think Dennis knows that because he's just playing with him a little bit now with that jab.
Now, like for Dennis to go for the win, like right now, instead of just playing to win, go for it, you know.
Yeah, because anytime Robert tries to get off the cage, Dennis' footwork is there. He's cutting him off, utilizing the angles and stuff.
Not
he's
like
keeping his back against the cage there.
It's not like he's off balance or he can't get out the way. Is it the simple fact that Dennis respecting him too much right now?
And a good exchange of kicks here, back and forth. On that 30-second mark here, we need to see something. I think if Robert is able to utilize those kicks to close the distance, that inside kick is there, and then just bear down on those punches, that blitz like he liked to do in that first round. A good inside kick and just, you know, hook, blitzing. There we go. He just needs to do that again. It's there. He just has to step in a little bit more.
And I would like for Robert to not throw too many kicks, you know. I feel like when a lot of fighters do throw naked kicks like that, it's just the simple fact that they're not trying to engage.
Yeah.
I like to see just Robert engage with hands.
Yeah.
You know, just come in and
Just close that distance.
give him
But
some.
once you're pro,
But the thing is, like, you gotta carry that intensity to pro.
that's a
That's
fact.
what Larry's telling them. We gotta see some action.
I'd say 2 rounds to Maldonado.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, just sure.
Being the simple fact that he's been in the center.
Yeah, more volume and that combatagon control. But it seems here now like they're coming out with a little bit more aggression there.
Yeah, Robert's starting to.
Robert's starting to.
I don't know what Robert's corner told him, but
He got tagged too.
I hope they told him the truth.
you're down.
Get
2
after
rounds
it.
to none.
Some people need the truth when they're in the corner, you know? You gotta go out for yours.
Yeah, you know,
That as
there's
well.
that.
Yeah, that as well. But I think it's too late for grappling, you know? Unless you
Unless you feel like he's gonna do something.
unless you're
to
a
him.
master at the ground, you
Yeah.
can take him down, sub him immediately. At this point, taking him to the ground is not gonna do nothing.
No, this is exactly the fight both of these guys want. This type of fight,
Yeah.
on the feet. Ain't neither one of them even thought about a takedown.
Because with less than 4 minutes left, if Robert just lands a knockout punch, I bet you the crowd is going to go wild. That's all it takes is just one punch.
Hey, and to Dennis's
Maybe.
credit, he's making him pay whenever he does come in range.
Yeah, he has. I'm not gonna lie about that. But sometimes you just gotta go out for yours.
Yeah.
Like you said, he's 40 years old.
Yeah, go get that.
You want to put on, so put on. Like, you know, you got the stage to do it. Do it. And it's not like Maldonado don't respect him. He does.
Yeah.
So if he just comes in there and do what he wants to do, I believe
Yeah,
that was a good
he's
right
really
hand.
picking his
Big left
shots.
hand.
Yeah, another one.
There you go.
Robert's really frustrated.
Let's go. Yeah,
He cannot
is getting
solve
frustrated.
that range.
He is getting frustrated.
I disagree with what the crowd is
The
saying.
crowd is yelling out.
You know, they're not fighting.
No.
Exactly. Anybody can yell anything from the crowd, but I say put you in there just for 1 minute, 3 1-minute rounds.
All right.
And half of these people out here definitely wouldn't be able to survive.
A lot of these people won't even make the walk.
Or being able to make weight. Like,
Yeah,
how about
yeah,
that?
That as well. That is
You're gonna
well.
have to
the
put
first
those-
fight.
Put those beers and that pizza to the side for 8 weeks. I don't know if many people are disciplined to even do that.
That's why I try to instill in a lot of the fans. Like, you gotta respect them. You know, win, lose, or draw. They made that walk, and that's a tough walk to make.
Yeah.
But as a fighter, you're in there, so you gotta fight.
And it looks like every time Robert starts to step forward a couple feet, then he just backs up. He's able to back Dennis Maldonado up. Dennis is definitely respecting him, but something happens where he just at the last second decides to back out and get out of there.
I feel like if Dennis put the pressure on him, he could get him out of here.
Yeah.
I just feel like Dennis just respecting him a little bit
Yeah.
too much to put the pressure on him.
Because Robert is coming in with his chin up high. Those few times where Robert decides to blitz in, he's coming in with his chin up high.
Dennis has the range advantage, so he don't have to take the risk. He's able, if Robert's going to stay at that distance.
Yeah, easy win.
Yeah.
You know? Walking him to the finish line.
I mean, a takedown and some ground and pound could definitely.
That as well.
Yeah, we saw the first fight, Walter Zelaya just finished his person just via the takedown, popped his opponent's shoulder out. Just a hard slam to the ground. 1 minute left here. Robert just needs to bite on that mouth.
Just got to go in.
Yeah.
You know you're down 2-0.
He's got Dennis on his bike.
You just got to go in. Go out for yours.
He's got to go in. Less than a minute left here.
I would like to see Robert work his way from the body up. A lot of people sleep on the body shots, especially in MMA. See, Robert's
Dennis
taking
just,
over the center now.
Yeah.
If he was able to do this earlier, he might have won the first 2 rounds.
And less than 30 seconds here. Ooh. Last 30 seconds here, the most powerful shot landed in this fight here is a groin
I heard
shot.
that too.
I did too.
Now, this may not be the most ethical advice, but as soon as Dennis Maldonado is ready, if he decides to take the full 5 minutes or not, if I'm Robert Massalene, I'm putting the pressure on. Ooh.
It was on the cut. Thank God there's only 19 seconds left.
Yeah, Robert needs to utilize this, you know. Now, this was a accidental one, but he needs to just blitz forward.
Yeah.
Last 10 seconds, just go for the gusto. You have nothing to lose here.
You don't.
Dennis throwing some heat.
And that's it there. I say unanimous decision for Dennis Maldonado. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the judges have reached a decision. A unanimous decision at that for your winner out of the red corner, Dennis the Razor Maldonado.
Congratulations to Dennis Maldonado picking up the unanimous decision victory. Hard fought.